Я хочу еще раз все-таки подчеркнуть это. Я говорил, но мне очень бы хотелось, чтобы вы меня услышали все-таки в конце концов и донесли это до своих читателей, зрителей и пользователей в интернете. Но вы понимаете или нет, что если Украина будет в НАТО и военным путем будет возвращать себе Крым, европейские страны автоматически будут втянуты в военный конфликт с Россией. Конечно, потенциал объединенной организации НАТО и России несопоставим. Мы понимаем. Но мы также и понимаем, что Россия одна из ведущих ядерных держав. И по некоторым компонентам, по современности даже многих опережает. Победителей не будет. И вы окажетесь втянутыми в этот конфликт помимо своей воли. И вы даже не успеете глазом моргнуть, когда будете исполнять пункт 5 Римского договора. Господин президент, конечно, не хочет этого развития. И я не хочу. И я не хочу. Поэтому он здесь и находится, и мучает меня уже 6 часов подряд.
Ukraine, the determination of every country represented here at NATO remains rock solid. We will do everything that we can. Allies will do everything that they can to ensure that Ukraine has what it needs to continue to deal with Russia's ongoing aggression against Ukraine, an aggression that gets worse with every passing day. Ukraine will become a member of NATO. Our purpose at the summit is to help build a bridge to that membership and to create a clear pathway for Ukraine moving forward.
But, of course, we believe that Ukraine deserves to be a member of NATO and that this should happen sooner rather than later.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all the praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chakawadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone that rule and teach well, peace and safety, and much blessings to the Yakim that's pushing this truth out the four corners of the earth and all truth and sincerity and diligence. All right, as you can see that the whore is poking the bear, okay? The whore is poking the bear, because this guy just said that Ukraine will be a member of NATO, but you see in the video that Putin said that if Ukraine become a member of NATO, this will escalate into nuclear war, basically, okay? And that's written in the scriptures, man, okay? So when it speaks about in the scriptures, I think that's Revelations 11 and 14, it says the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe coming quickly. All right, that's the third world's war, man. Okay? That's gonna be fought with fuel and fire, the weapons of the Lord's indignation to make the whole land desolate. So, people are really hoping that the prophets are wrong. People are hoping that they're going to pacify the situation to die down, that, we got all these people involved, especially us here Americans. That's how they think, man, and they couldn't possibly do that to us. No, the whore, which is America, which is known as Babylon the Great in the scriptures, you're going to get it, but you're going to get it last, all right? You see, because once Ukraine joins NATO, look, and I'm going to read part of this article here. And I don't want to sound like I'm rambling. This is coming from Natural News. Part of this article, Lord willing, I'll be able to put it in the description. It says that, let's see. It says all 32 member states of NATO are bound by the North Atlantic Treaty. One of the key provisions of this treaty is Article 5, which states that an armed attack against one NATO member is considered an attack against all members. You see? So it says critics have warned that making Ukraine a member of NATO while it's fighting Russia, and it's really America fighting Russia through Ukraine. It says, critics have warned that making Ukraine a member of NATO while it's fighting Russia, and while Russia And while Russia occupies territories that Ukraine and the international community considers part of Ukraine, effectively means that the United States and all other NATO member states will be going to war with Russia. Okay? So, like the script, and when you heard this geek at the end, he said it should happen sooner than later. Why should it happen sooner than later, right? Because these devils are weary in the multitude of their counsel, and because look, Revelations 12:12, it says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell therein, dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth he had but a short time." So it should happen sooner than later, because why? He know he has a short time, man. Okay? And these elites, all right, they want the World War III, man. Okay? This is what they want. They want to bring it, because what it is that, they have, in their mind, they have an escape route, right? They have an escape route. They believe that they're going to sit out, sit on the sidelines and watch World War III take place. But no, man, they're in a trick bag, man. Okay? And this is all according to prophecy. This is Revelations 20:7. It says, "And when the 1,000 years were expired, Satan, Shaitan, which only means adversary, shall be loose out of his prison." See, this goes into when that deadly wound was healed, right? Okay, because after those 1,000 years, which those 1,000 years was the Byzantine Empire, which people considered SALACYAH as the Dark Ages. So after the Byzantine Empire, when that deadly wound was healed, verse 8, "and shall go," it says, "Satan shall be loosed out of his prison," because, you Edomites, you were at a low estate, at a low degree. You had no power. You were in servitude. Verse 8, "shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth," because soon as those Edomites came back into power, they started whitewashing everything, bringing forth, images, to deceive the nations, man, right? And so on and so forth, up until what it led to into this day, all right? But the truth has been sprung up, man, all right? But it says, Gog and Magog to gather them together to battle. And we seeing that with this whore, which is America, poking the bear, gathering Gog and Magog to battle, man, all right? The number of whom as the sand of the sea. So we're watching verse 8 play out right now, man. Gathering with Russia, right, to put those hooks in those jaws to bring them back to the old Soviet Union spirit, which they are. They ready, Russia is tired of America, man. Russia know that America is behind all of this, man. Well, really, this is the elites, but the elites is using America as the what you want to call it, putting America on the forefront of things, okay? But when I read in this article here, it says that Joe Biden feels that Ukraine is not ready to be part of the NATO. Now, and it's just me speaking as a man when I say this. Now, let's just say that the NATO, in the United States, is one of the top funders of NATO. Okay, now let's just say NATO bring Ukraine in, but hey, Joe Biden says that, hey man, we don't feel that NATO is ready. So therefore, what we're not supporting this. We're not funding you no more, right? So here, this whole time, America been funding NATO this whole time. Been funding NATO and been sending, weapon and billion-dollar packages to Ukraine. But hey, we don't like what NATO just did, so we're not funding you no more. That can go into what the beast shall hate the whore, man. All right, like it speaks about in Revelations the 17th chapter. All right, the beast shall hate the whore. I'm not saying that that's how it's going to happen, but I'm just speaking as a man when I say that. All right, because this place is divided, man. All right, the scripture says that the Lord shall set the Egyptian against the Egyptians, But that's heavy right there, all right? That's heavy that this guy just came out and said that, hey, Ukraine will be a part of NATO, all right? And which is going to what, man? That's going to kick up, that's going to make a whole lot of tension, man. There's already tension with him even saying it, you see? So, look, I'm going to go back to the scriptures. I'm going to read SALACYAH. What it said? Back in Revelations 11. It says, Revelations 11 and 14, again, it says, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. So we know that the Lord is going to destroy this place by thermonuclear missiles, man. All right? We know that. So that it says that the United, I read in the article, it says the United States will have to go to war with Russia. And, you know, that's exactly part of the plan, man. That's what it's coming to. This is Isaiah 13 and 4. It says, the noise of the multitude in the mountains, like as a great people, and tumultuous noise of the kingdom of nations gathered together, and the Lord of hosts mustered the host of the battle. So the Lord is mustering this thing. The Lord is doing this. All right. The Lord is controlling these Edomites, man. All right. To push forth out, you know, like he just said that Ukraine will become a part of NATO. He didn't say might, he said will. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord, and the weapons of indignation to destroy the whole land. All right? You see? So every nation under the sun with nuclear capability is going to be involved in this. You see? Jeremiah 50 and 25, the Lord has opened his armory and have brought forth his weapons of indignation. For this is the work of the Lord, power of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans, man. You know? So World War III is inevitable. Isaiah 9 and 5. For every battle of the warrior is with a confused noise, and garments rolled in blood. But this war, right? This war shall be with burning and fuel of fire. All right, so this is what the Lord is finna do. Okay? And then, you know, I was reading this other article. It says, and I'm going to put this article in there too. It says, if or rather when Ukraine joins NATO, there will be a ton of unresolved territorial issues, border conflicts that are likely to spark a much larger war that drags NATO through Article 5. Such a war would be extremely bloody and potentially escalated to a nuclear Armageddon. The same account warns. And that's exactly what's going to happen, man. Okay? But look, this part right here, it says, America promised not to do this. But America, which is governed by these Edomites, you know, they never keep their word, man. You know, that happened with the so-called Native American Indians, right? They made all these treaties and broke every last one of them. It says back in the 1990s, SALACYAH, back in the 1990s when former Soviet Union, USSR fell, the United States promised Russia that NATO would not expand any further to the east. That promise was later broken when Goldman Sachs looted Russia by privatizing much of the country, allowing NATO to, in fact, move further east. Son, didn't I just say I'm doing that? Get the fuck out. These developments upset Putin, but up until now, he has restrained himself. That is, until this latest announcements about Ukraine joining NATO. Again, because so much of Ukraine is disputed territory that Putin says is rightfully Russia's, such a move crosses very serious red lines.